the tyrant approached the girl with a whip. His powerful presence made her nervous, but the next second, he knelt down and begged her to whip him, promising not to resist this time. The girl couldn't help rolling her eyes. A few hours earlier, she had suddenly entered this novel's world, falling straight into the tyrant's arms. The system told her as long as she was executed by the tyrant, she could return to the modern world with immense wealth. The girl considered this absurdly simple. She boldly touched the tyrant's muscles, and praised how good they felt. Then she placed his hand on her neck, daring him to kill her. The guards and maids all covered their eyes in fear, but the tyrant only pulled his hand back and said nothing. Seeing this, the girl kissed him directly. She had heard all tyrants in novels hated being touched by women, especially forced kisses, but the tyrant remained unmoved. The girl suspected she hadn't kissed him enough, so she pulled him over and kissed him again, starting from his lips, moving to his neck, and then going further down. This time, the tyrant finally reacted. The girl closed her eyes excitedly, waiting for his execution. However, the tyrant actually announced that she was made his concubine. He ignored her resistance and carried her to his palace. The girl realized the tyrant seemed to have mistaken her provocation for affection. To anger him thoroughly, she took out a rope and tied him up. Then she took out a whip and lashed him forcefully. Soon, the tyrant's body was covered in wounds. He frowned and said no one had ever dared to hit him. The guards eavesdropping outside the door were terrified. They all thought she would definitely die this time. Hearing this, the girl asked eagerly if he wanted to kill her now. However, the tyrant rewarded her with a stay in the most luxurious palace. The girl couldn't believe it. Why wouldn't this tyrant get angry at her? She started looking for the priceless decorations in the room, and threw them on the ground to smash them. After doing all this, she clapped her hands in satisfaction, not noticing the shards had cut her leg. The tyrant rushed over to check her wound and called her name angrily. Though puzzled by how he knew it, the girl rejoiced at finally provoking him. She immediately suggested he could execute her on the spot. Unexpectedly, the tyrant only carried her gently to the bed and applied medicine to her wound. The girl stared at him silently, wondering what exactly had gone wrong. At that moment, the system notified her that the tyrant's favorability had risen 10%, which meant the difficulty of dying had increased. In shock, the girl accidentally kicked the tyrant away.